that I like to make. It's a bit rainy today. Work got cancelled because of the cyclone that's coming towards the Gold Coast over the next 24 hours. So I thought, what better time than to do some projects that I want to catch up on. So this is calendula oil that I've already made. You can kind of see it here. The calendula flowers inside. It's super simple, and it's one of my favourite oils to make. It's fantastic for skincare. I love to use it in a lot of my balms or soaps or like cleansing oils for skin. So I've been doing that a lot of late, but I wanted to actually test my hand at making some soap bar recipes that I've been researching into. I've created a recipe and I want to go test it out, but I needed more calendula oil than this. So this one's been infusing for over 6 weeks. It's quite a long time, it doesn't need to be that long. I've just been leaving it in the sunlight and just allowing it to slowly infuse with the olive oil as the base. But I recently ordered some more calendula flowers here, so I'm going to go and make some of that now. This is just from a local Australian supplier just around where I live, and they give you organic calendula flowers, as you can see here. So these are the ones that I'll be using today, and then I just have some organic cold pressed extra virgin olive oil, which I'll be using infusing oil for today. And yeah, that's pretty much all you need to make it. I do think I'm a bit tilted at this angle. I've just got it balancing on like a tea box, so it is a bit crooked. There we go. So yeah, I'll get started. So I'm going to grab this clean jar and my fresh batch of calendula flowers. Hey.
Are you talking on this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So I fill it up 1/4 of the way. There we go. Perfect. Let's do a little video. And then I grab my olive oil and I just fill it up until it covers all the flowers in the jar. There we go. Perfect. You want all the flowers to be covered because any that aren't can go moldy because the oil is like a preserver. It keeps them from going off while they're infusing. So just make sure that when you're pouring it, you just keep the oil level just above the flowers. You don't need to have a lot of oil above it, just enough that it's covering the top of the calendula flowers. And then I cap it and it's done. You can give it a shake every few days just to help mix the oils from the calendula through the olive oil itself, just like so. And yeah, it's good to go. I put it next to a sunny windowsill, and that way the sunlight can help with the heat, help to infuse the oil, because heat extractions are a lot quicker. You can just leave it to sit out of sunlight, which helps to preserve the qualities of the calendula flower here. But I don't mind. I'll just keep it in the sunlight and just helps to infuse over the next 4 weeks, and then I can straighten it out. So with my pre-prepared one that's all ready to go, I'll show you how I strain it. So I grab like a kind of, what do you call them, like a container to pop it in, and I use a hemp nut milk bag, just it's much easier. I do have this old one that I used to use, it's a different material, but it's kind of getting holes in it now, so bits of the flower and plant material get in. So I tend to go with this hemp one, as it's finer, so there's less kind of, it's a less mesh kind of material, and it keeps any of the plant material from going into the actual oil when I strain it. So I have that sitting over the jar like so, and then I just grab my calendula oil that's already made. It smells like calendula too, it smells so good. And then I just pour it into the bag. I have made a mess of this in the past by overfilling it, so if the container is too small and you find that it's going to overflow, maybe just pour half of it at a time and strain that, rather than having it go everywhere, because oil is quite just greasy and not fun to clean up. Yep, so I get all the plant material out with it, so it's sitting at the top. And as you can see, it's draining out the bottom. It's such a rich colour. So lovely. So it's taken on the colour of the calendula flowers. It's a more orange, I don't know if you can see in the sunlight, but it's a more orangey tinge to it than before, which was more of a green kind of olivey tinge from the olive oil. So that's one perk of infusing oils. They do change colour when left to infuse for 4 to 6 weeks. Every plant infuses for different amounts of time, so I just know calendula infuses for 4 to 6 weeks. Some other plants are less, some others are more. I know if you're doing more like infusions with like plant materials like wood and things, they take longer to extract. But I think you use like an alcoholic base rather than oil, from memory. So once it's finished draining, I just like to squeeze out the rest of the oil, so that's caught up in the flowers themselves. And I have got some on the table. I feel like it's just a given when doing this. So this oil that I'm making 2 batches of is for these goat milk Calendula-infused soap bars, which I'm very excited. I'll share that on my channel in the upcoming months once I've got the oil ready, and I have all my equipment that I need to make soap bars with. I have ordered molds from like online, so some soap molds to put the bars into when I finish making them, so they have nice shapes and things. I'm very excited. It's be my second time making soap bars. So I'm going to pop this over here in the sink. Just wipe the oil off my hands. It's just nice and greasy. I'll wash them later, but for now I'll just get the residue off. There we go. And that is a calendula oil, pretty much done. So what are we putting the oil in today? Just some cute little dropper bottles. Usually I store them in like a glass jar like this, and I probably will with some of the rest of the oil, but I do want to take some photos for my blog. I'm updating some of the photos, so I'll just put them in here for now. It's best to keep the oil in something dark like this, in a glass jar or glass bottle, like a dropper bottle, because that helps to protect the qualities of the herb, the plant, in the oil, as sunlight and heat can deteriorate that with time. So it's actually best to store it in something like this. I'm not actually doing that today. I'm storing it in my clear glass bottles because I ran out of amber ones. But the rest of the oil I'll just keep in a clean glass jar, out of sunlight, somewhere dark in my pantry. Sorry, you keep me coming. Do you want to?
Is it wine?
It is. got some of these little funnel things as well online. It just make it so much easier to pour. Otherwise, again, it just makes a huge mess. And this has happened from previous experience. So I'll put that down and just carefully try and not spill too much. Pour it in. There we go. And I think I just poured a little bit too much. That's going to overflow. So I might pour some into here. There we go. And I'll wipe the side in a second. There you go. That's how I store it, with the dropper bottle lid on top. And I just keep it out of direct sunlight, usually in my bathroom in a cupboard, so the light doesn't interfere with it. Or if I'm using it for, like, that's usually if I'm using it for my skin. If I'm using it in balms and things, I'll keep it in like a container in a cupboard somewhere out of direct sunlight as well, so it doesn't interfere with the properties of the oil. That's it. Yeah, that's pretty much how you make Calendula-infused oil. I'll keep the rest in a glass jar and finish pouring this one a little bit later and clean up the little mess that I've made. Yeah, let me know if you guys make it yourself and what you think. Yeah, hope you liked it.